Hello, everybody. Welcome to Your Next Level Mastermind. This is episode number 69. 69, right? Hard to believe when you think of that. And our topic for the day is biggest business breakthroughs. And what I'd like you to do is, when you're watching this, look carefully at the people that they're going to get the opportunity to share with you a little bit about what they do, and then later their contributions to that topic. And I want everyone who's watching this to reach out to all of them. Reach out to all of them, connect with them, because what you don't know, you don't know. That's a very important thing to remember. And these people are very generous with their time, and they're happy to help you in any way you possibly can. So please make the most of them, because they're valuable people. They've got expertise, they've got experience, and more importantly, they've got patience. Okay. So without any further ado, I'm going to let them introduce themselves very quickly, and then we'll talk about the topic. So let's start with you, Carol Davies, followed by Anthony Pacelli.
Morning, everybody. I'm Carol Davies, and I'm located in London, Ontario, Canada, which is quite near our larger city of Toronto. And my company is called the Passion Motivator Coaching Company, and I'm a life strategist coach. And the three biggest problems that I solve for people is, one is I like to work with women entrepreneurs who are over 40 and dealing with their problems of stress and overwhelm, lack of self-confidence, and also helping them to find their voice and be able to express themselves. There's all sorts of blockages in that. So I have a number of different programs and techniques that I use, and I offer these. And usually together we get a roadmap for how people can get out of their problem, and they take that with them. So this week I'm looking for any women entrepreneurs who are feeling like life is sort of left behind and they have no way to get out. Get in touch with me, and we'll have a bit of a chat and a cup of tea, coffee, and we'll see what we can do.
Thank you, Carol. Can you just share a little bit more about that type of person you're looking for this week? Is there any particular age you're looking at for people like that?
Oh, normally I work with women entrepreneurs who are 40 plus, although obviously I've worked with men and women too. I work internationally by Zoom since, with the pandemic, people don't like getting together. And these people usually have problems with not enough time for themselves, feeling guilt at having a business, not enough time for the family, and that they're not the number one priority.
Okay. And often they're not putting themselves as number one priority either. Is that the point?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Carol. Okay. And please, for those people who are watching, make sure you check all the links that these people are going to give access to you underneath this video. Okay. Anthony Pacelli, followed by Yvonne Jones.
Well, hello, everyone. Well, the question I ask every week is, have you ever wondered how Santa keeps the workshop at the North Pole operations functioning? Well, I'm telling you, I'm a multipreneur, and I'm located here. And right now, while I'm not at the North Pole, you can find me in St. Augustine, Florida. I'm a multipreneur. And as a gift giver, I'm putting together a team that I'm calling Santa's Dream Team, helping fulfill one dream at a time. So I'm looking to help anyone who's looking for a way to ease their financial burdens by helping them create an additional income stream, by finding more time in their lives, but creating with that freedom. And the biggest thing is to fulfill your dreams. If you have a dream, we should talk. And if you have a dream and you're willing to do whatever it takes to make that dream come true, we need to talk and talk about how we can make that happen. I'm going to put my contact information in the chat room so we can communicate and get together. And, I look so forward to talking with everyone very soon, very soon. Keep shining, everyone. Keep shining.
Thank you, Santa Claus. Thank you very much indeed. When you say whatever it takes, can you just give me a
Well,
30-second expansion on that?
Sure. If you have a dream and you're willing to put the time and effort into fulfilling that dream, how bad do you really want it? You know, are you willing are you willing to stretch and grow and do what you're not used to doing? You know, those are the things that, you know, not everybody's willing to do, to take the chances to move their life forward. So if you're willing and you want that and you have that, let's talk.
Okay. So if people aren't willing to do that, you can't help them, can you really?
I can, well, if they want to talk to me, I can maybe help them find that and pull it out of them.
Okay,
You know, but if you're willing to make the effort, that's the key.
okay.
If you're willing to make the effort, and we
That's
can
trying
do
to get.
things.
That was the bit
There
I was
you go.
trying to
Yes,
get.
yes.
Thank you very
If you're willing to make the effort, anything can happen.
Okay. Thank you very much, Santa. Excellent. Yvonne Jones, followed by John Allen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Yvonne A. Jones. I'm located in Central Florida. The three biggest problems that I solve for my clients, among them, would be, first of all, to identify your own values, your core values, and so you're very clear on your message. The second thing is to identify who you serve. What problem do they have? How can you help them? So that's the idea, identifying your ideal client. And the second thing is that once you have a client, what are you going to do with them? How do you nurture that relationship? How do you create memorable moments so that you're able to retain them? I serve mature female business owners. I do serve men as well, but my niche is mature female business owners. And this week I'm looking for men and women to speak with, and the mature type. My youngest in my membership is in her 40s, actually. And I have a membership. It's a warm, loving community. I've had this for going over 2 years, and I have members almost 3 years. I have members for over 2 years. It's the International Profit Circle. And if you'd like to learn more about it, please get in touch with me. I'd be happy to share information with you. Thank you, Peter.
Yvonne. Thank you very much. Quick question for you. You mentioned core values, right? That's the first stage you take people through. Does that also include vision?
Absolutely. Your values, your vision, and your mission. They all go together because once you are clear on what it is your ultimate vision is for your life and your business, then you're able to structure everything that directs you in that path, keeps you on that path to achieve that vision, the ultimate vision.
So you can help people clarify what they are, because some people don't have a clue about that.
Yes, we work together to achieve that.
Excellent. That's great service. Thank you, Yvonne.
You're welcome, Peter. Thank you.
John Allen, followed by Monica.
Hi, everyone. My name's John Allen. The three biggest problems that I help, I work with struggling small business owners and entrepreneurs, helping them solve their three biggest clients by their three biggest problems, by showing them how they can attract their ideal clients, ideal prospects, convert those prospects into paying clients, allowing them instant cash and to build the business of their dreams. I do this through my proven 360 marketing for clients strategies. This week, again, I'm looking for struggling small business owners or entrepreneurs that need help growing their business. Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, John. Quick question for you as well. Do you mind me asking?
Go ahead.
When you talk about attracting and converting potential customers, all right, can you take them by the hand step by step through that process? Because that's a critical part of building a business.
Yes, I do. Walk them through and show them, A, here's what you need to do to attract those ideal prospects. And B, here's what you need to convert them. The biggest question we all have to ask for people is, what's in it for me? Because that's what your prospects or clients want to know. They don't care about our programs, our solutions, or whatever. They want to know what's in it for me. Solve their problem.
So you will take them step by step.
Correct.
All right. Thank you, John. Well done. Monica Periardi, followed by Markus.
Hi there. Hello, everyone. This is Monica Periade, and I'm running a concept called Coaching Lives. And I hope the biggest problem that I solve for people is elevating their level of self-esteem. I help people elevate their level of self-confidence, become more efficient in their life, deliver better performances in their work, and people who deal with anxiety and also with low self-esteem, as I said. Who do I serve today? Women age 20 to 50 that wants to change, create this change, and starting with their level of self-esteem and self-confidence. This week, I'm looking for women age 20 to 50 that wants to elevate the level of self-esteem, work on their level of self-confidence, present better, and feel better in their own skin and in their own terms.
Okay, Monica, what's the best way to contact you? Because people who are challenged at the moment in terms of self-esteem and self-confidence could be a little shy, okay? So
absolutely, I agree. Well, I'm available on all the media platforms, but mostly on LinkedIn. They can send me a message. They can also, through LinkedIn, I think is the best way. It's the business platform.
Okay.
And I'm available online. We can do a Zoom, and I think that's the best way.
Okay, so could you make sure that your LinkedIn profile link is in the
I will
chat?
place a link on the chat, and then you can have it from home.
Okay.
So,
and for those who are listening to this, if you message Monica, you can get back to them within say 24 hours?
Absolutely, within 24 hours.
Okay. Thank you, Monica. Well done. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Okay. Markus Neukom, followed by Afshin.
Hi, I'm Markus Neukom, the trusted authority on advanced leadership for ambitious managers. I mainly work with clients from the US and Canada, and I help managers 35 and up deal with the following three problems: being overlooked, overwhelmed, and overworked. The goal is to position yourself strategically as a solid leader, become a collaborator who inspires others, and learn to leverage your resources. This week, I'm looking for managers who ask, is this as good as it gets?
Wow, I love that expression. Overlooked, overwhelmed, and overworked.
Correct,
that could be 90% of the workforce, Markus, when you think about it, right? So
that's why I limit it to managers.
So we're specifically talking about managers, right? But
Yes.
Is there any particular country area that you would prefer, or it doesn't matter where they come from, whether they're from England or Australia or whatever?
You see, in terms of my own personality and culture, I realized that I work best with people from the US and Canada. I don't really know why that is.
Okay.
It's probably just the personality type and the kind of workforce they have.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It's just very familiar to me.
Okay.
So that is definitely the best clientele for me to work with.
Okay. Thank you, Markus. Thank you.
But I am open to people from Australia or the UK. Absolutely.
So if anyone's watching here right now and they feel, overlooked, overwhelmed, or overworked, and they're in management positions and they happen to be from Australia, you're still happy to talk to them?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's just a time zone thing,
Yeah, I understand that. I'm in Thailand. I know
and
exactly
I'm open
what you're talking about. Okay. Thank you, Markus. Well done. Okay.
You're
Afshin.
welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Afshin Noohi, followed by Penny Kennedy.
Hello, everybody. My name is Afshin Noohi. I'm located here in Ontario, Canada.
Can I stop you, Afshin? Your volume, your audio is a little low. I'll edit this.
How about now?
That's much better. Okay, where you go.
Much better. Hello, everybody. My name is Afshin Noohi. I'm located in Richmond Hill, Ontario, Canada. What I do is I get rid of your business fears that keeps you awake at night. Like what's my sales are going to be next month. So the first thing we do is to target your who, actually find out who is your who. That means your audience, your target market. So that's a big job in itself because everything else relies on that. So we help you with determining your who, also how to convert your who and what message to use to talk to them. And I'm looking this week for chiropractors. I'm focusing on chiropractors who are making more than 450,000 a year, focusing to help them with their advertising and marketing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ashwin. When you talk about your who, which is people's target market, right?
Yeah.
Do you work with them and help them go through that process of clarifying and identifying who they are?
Exactly. That's what we do. We hold their hands, so to speak. We do it all for them because they say that I want to focus on my business. I don't want to have to do anything with the marketing. Right. It's mumbo jumbo. I don't understand it. We help them walk through the maze, so to speak. Right.
And if I recall correctly, you have a very special offer with people too, in terms of the results, right?
Exactly. What we do is that we guarantee our work. That means if you don't get any result, we don't get paid. You only get paid once you have positive results coming to you.
Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Thank you very much, Ashwin.
Thank you.
Okay. Penny Kennedy, followed by Pat Kern.
Good day, everyone. My name is Penny Kennedy, and I am located on a unique little border city here halfway between Saskatchewan and Alberta. Literally, if I go halfway across the street, I'm in Alberta, but living in Saskatchewan. It's kind of unique. Anyway, the three biggest problems that I solve are time freedom, financial freedom, and overall better health. Who do I serve? I serve most globally. And this week, I'm just looking to connect. If you're willing to talk about any of those three topics, I would love to see if we can solve it for you. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Penny. Share a little bit more. Let's get it clear. When you talk, you mentioned time and financial freedom. I think that's pretty well understood. But when you mention better health, that's pretty vague. Can you be a bit more specific about that so people can say, yes, I need to talk to Penny? What do you mean by that? It depends
on the individual struggle. So, for example, some people struggle with dry skin or hair or weight, whatever that may be. There is a solution, and weight is my forte, whether it be underweight or overweight. And what I mean by financial freedom, though, is I don't understand why people pay for their essentials. I really don't. Like, why are they paying for toothpaste or mouthwash or shampoo or conditioner? Add that up, what you spend in a year. Why are you paying for that? That money can go towards something else. And it's also healthier because it's an all-natural product that I recommend people buy. Therefore, if you look at, for example, toothpaste, it says right on toothpaste you buy downtown, Crest or Colgate, do not swallow. It has a poison in it, and a lot of people don't realize that, and they're letting their little ones brush their teeth with that, and it boggles my mind, but people do it. So yeah, it depends on their health challenge of where we would go from there. But it's a pretty wide thing. Some people have joint pain, right? Like things like that. So
Penny, if they have a specific health challenge, you can show them how to overcome, like, for example, weight, overweight or underweight. You can show them how to do that. At the same time, they can have their essentials for free.
Absolutely.
That's pretty good.
It boggles my mind that people pay for that stuff.
Well, I do. Yeah, I buy for toothpaste. Yeah, good. Excellent. Very interesting. Thank you very much. And best way for people to contact you would be how?
I like to go through my Facebook to get to know people first. So then we usually go off into Messenger, and then from Messenger, we do a Zoom or in person. I love in person, and I do like to travel. So depending on the thing and depending on my time. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Penny. Well done. Okay. All right. Pat Kern.
My name is Pat Kern. I am right now located in Bellingham, Washington, but I will be located in different parts of the country, the United States, here in another 2 weeks. The biggest problem I like to help people with is to overcome the burden of a 9-to-5 job. Where I'm an affiliate with, we can help you with that 9-to-5. You can do it part-time or full-time. It all depends on you. But when you start, it will help you out with a little bit more income. That's, and get your goals. It help you set your goals, what you want to do truly in life. Who do I serve? I serve anybody who wants to change their lives to financial freedom and to make a little income. This week, I'm looking for anybody who wants to change their lives. Just get a hold of me on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or TikTok. I'm always on.
Thank you, Pat. Would you help people set goals? Would you help them do that?
Yes, I will, to see what they really want in life. That's the first thing they have to do, is get their mind right and set a goal. It's not a little goal. Make it a nice big goal where you wake up every morning and you dream about it and you have it in your grasp at that time.
Okay. Because the reason I ask that question is because many people go through life and never set a goal, ever.
Right.
Because they don't know how to. They don't know how to.
Right.
And they've never seen the importance of it. So can you help them with that, Pat?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second question is, you mentioned either full-time or part-time. If someone's watching right now and they're not sure, you mentioned you could start part-time. What does that mean in terms of hours per week? Approximately part-time.
They can start part-time for joining free. Won't cost them no money or nothing to join the company I'm with for free. And
yeah, but how much time?
Pardon me?
How much time?
It all depends on the person, how much they want to put into it.
Right.
Once they get one person coming in, they sign one person, then they get a little bit of income. Sign free. But if they want to make a lot, you got to go full tilt.
Okay. Thank you, Pat.
You're welcome.
All right. Before we get on to the topic of the day, and welcome, Yogesh, nice to see you. Okay. Before we get into the topic of the day, I've got apologies from Pat Dreyer, Joy Healy, and I'm not sure about Sandy Murray, whether he's retired or he's whatever it is. But
He retired.
Yeah, I heard that, but I wasn't sure whether that was official. Okay. Well, if it is, Sandy, and you're watching this, I want to say thank you for your contribution you've made to many, many, many masterminds. And I will miss you. I'll miss your smiling face. I'll miss your wonderful stories. And I just want to say publicly to you, Sandy, thank you. Thank you for being you. You're an inspiration.
Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, I agree. Just give him a clap. Give him a clap. Yeah, well done, Sandy. All right. Our topic, biggest business breakthroughs. All right. If you want to contribute, click the little reactions button and put your hand up. Okay. And I'll take you in the order that you've got. Okay. I want you all to click the hand button because I want you all to say something. All right. All right. John Allen, you start. You're the first one.
The biggest business breakthroughs that I had was learning that I needed coaches. Coach needs coaches. You can't do it all yourself. You don't know it all. So learn from people that have already been there and done that. Peter, my hat's off to you as being my coach. That's great. And I've had many other coaches throughout the years there. And again, people, you learn from these people. Do what they do because they've been there and done that, and saves you from making all those mistakes. I don't know about you guys, but I made enough dumb mistakes to make up for everybody. So learn from people that have already been there. Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, John. And for those watching, I'm always work in progress. That's for sure, right? Okay, Markus Neukom.
It literally took me until this morning to understand what I'm going to do with this question, because I love these superlative questions, biggest, greatest, and all that stuff. But then I actually came up with a thought. I believe my biggest business breakthrough was before I even became an entrepreneur. It's 15 years ago. And think about that. My entrepreneurship is 15 years in the making, and I'm not there yet. It was when I decided to say yes to life, to leave my cushiony, very well paid manager job and went on a sabbatical. And yeah, I was in my second burnout, guess what? And I decided to actually take that time, instead of going to therapy, going into vision work, going into mind mapping. And I literally created the life we are about to live now, 15 years ago. And you see, I've studied the 13 principles, which John Allen recommended from Bob Proctor and Napoleon Hill. And now it actually starts dawning on me, gosh, I've been studying this material for 15 years without knowing that I actually been doing it. So thank you.
Well done, Markus. Great breakthrough. Well done indeed. Penny Kennedy.
Well, I'd have to say my biggest business breakthrough is my customers. When they succeed, I succeed. And looking at the history rate of how many clients I've had versus how many have succeeded, I have to pat myself on the back. I'm pretty proud of it. So that was my biggest breakthrough. Along with, and I can't even explain how I did this, because I did it in the cracks of my day, 5 minutes here, half an hour there, whatever. Financial breakthrough. A huge financial breakthrough in this last year, to the point where I kind of stepped back in November and didn't really do much with my business anymore. So I made more than, with my online business, I've made more than 5 years worth of work at my government job that I've been at for 20 years. So that was a pretty big surprise. And I'm not sure how I did it.
Good on you, Penny. Thank you. And when you talk about financial breakthroughs, and already today we've heard about financial freedom, it's very easy for people to think, it's okay for you, Peter, because you've been there and done whatever it is, or it's okay for you, John Allen, or Yvonne Jones, whatever it is. But when people are going through a tough time in their business, okay, a really tough time in their business, it's very difficult for them to maintain the confidence which will give them the consistency. That to me is really critical. And that's a lesson I had to learn, because I came online from an offline entrepreneurial career, and I thought, this is easy. This is really easy, this stuff. I'll just do what I did, okay? And I came in with a big crash, right? And when the crash happened to me, I went through a cash flow crisis, a huge cash flow crisis. And that meant, holy dooly, what do I do now? I didn't have a coach, because I thought, I don't need a coach. I'm too good for that, right? I mean, my ego got in the way of my progress. And I'm just sharing this with you because that's a mistake I made, okay? But the key issue, more than anything else, is that if you are down at the moment, there are people here who have already expressed this to you. If you feel down, it doesn't mean you're out. It doesn't mean you failed. It simply means you're going through a learning curve. And you might think, easy to say that, but it's true. Every single entrepreneur I've ever met has been through what you're going through right now. Every single one. No one has just woken up and found $1 million in their pocket. So please listen to what these people have to say. It's extremely valuable to you to make sure that you can reach out to these people, because they know what they're talking about. So, sorry.
Can I add to that, Peter?
Sure, Penny.
So you're talking about coaches. I do have a coach. I don't reach out to my coach very often. We don't see eye to eye. We have a personality conflict. And so I didn't know what to do. And I did take a step back at when I had struggles and frustrations. And the thing that I found the most is find a group you can connect with. Find a group that makes you feel good within yourself to give you that boost to keep going. And what I found was this group here. When I really did soul searching, it was every single one of you guys, and not necessarily as a group. I've reached out to some of you personally. If I'm having a bad day, just for someone to say, good morning. You know what? Good morning. I missed you on the chat last Wednesday or whatever. It makes me feel important. It makes me feel like I have value. And it makes me search within myself that I want to go do something good for someone else. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your coach. You have to find that person or those people.
Penny,
So
that's
thank you, everybody
really
here.
well said. Really, very well said. And I wasn't trying to allude that you a coaching thing. It simply means we all need support of some sort. Okay. And more important, that the real message I wanted to give is that if you are down at the moment, it doesn't mean you're out. Okay. So great work, Penny. Thank you very much. And thank you for the contributions you make to our family here. Ashwin, over to you.
Hello. My biggest breakthrough was the fact that I find out every business, the marketing is the blueprint of every business. No matter, unless you are a doctor, a heart surgeon, a specialist, any other businesses needs marketing, whether it's real estate, whether it's coaching, whether it's any business, you name it, marketing is a blueprint. So that's why I put my energy and effort into learning marketing. So you're always really in your business, you're a marketer, not a service provider. That's a secondary. You will still have to first market your business and then provide the service or attract people to want your service to market to them. That's my biggest breakthrough in business.
And Ashwin,
yeah.
if they don't want to market, then they can reach out to people like you.
Yeah, if they don't know about marketing, they can reach out to people like me or like other people in the group.
Yeah. Okay. Well done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Carol Davies.
Thank you, Peter. I have to echo what a lot of people have said about this group. For me, this group really has caused me to open up. Until I got connected and got my own coach, I really didn't understand what business was. And once I got realizing that the business world is so much different when you're an entrepreneur or solopreneur than it is when you work in a large corporation. For all of my working career, and it was over 30 years, I worked for large organizations, and I didn't really know how a business functioned. I didn't really believe in myself. All I knew was I showed up, I had things to do, did them, and then went home at night. Then when I left that large organization, the last one I was in, I realized that I wanted to do something, and I had never heard of the term solopreneur before. I thought, oh, I like that. And I had been studying coaching, for personal development and other things. And then I thought, this is what it's all about. Understanding that I have a purpose to get out and to help people, but I need to have a framework around it. And that was a huge realization. I had to educate myself about business, about marketing, how to do websites, the whole thing. And I found I was overwhelmed. And then I gradually got a small team of people that I got help from. And I realized that I can't do it all myself because I knew nothing about websites. I didn't know anything about this technical thing or, marketing and branding. So it's been a long process of getting educated, but I learned that I can do it, but I need that team of people to help me.
Thank you, Carol. Well done. Well done. I wish I'd had your wisdom, 20 years ago when I first started online, or no, 18 years ago. I made that mistake. Thank you for sharing. And by the way, before we get to you, Anthony, just one thing. Thank you also for your kind words, because the whole purpose of this community is to create a safe space. I have no commercial intent personally in this group at all, okay? But I enjoy getting to know you people. I enjoy hearing what you share from your heart. I enjoy the friendships that I have with people who I'm looking at right now on the screen. And for that, I want to say thank you. I am blessed to be in a situation to have people like you. Okay, Anthony.
Well, we are blessed to have people like you to help put us together. And this is one of the biggest coaching experiences that I've experienced, because look at all these people here. We're all sharing with one another, and that's the best coaching that one can receive, and it's amazing. The biggest breakthrough that I've experienced is self-actualization. Okay, realizing who I am and why I am Santa. Okay. And it's because it's there. Each and every one of us have that spark, whether it's Santa or a coach or a business or helping managers or whatever. That's our self coming through, our individual. We're all individuals. We are all here, sparks of energy, life. We're, as Bob Proctor says, we are spiritual beings in physical bodies, and allowing that self-actualization is touching on that spiritual being that is there, that is infinite and is wise and everything else. And when we allow that to happen, it kind of sparkles like a light going through a refractor. It just kind of goes out. And that's where that success comes in, and that's where we become, successful, and we can shine on others, and we can help others, and that's why I keep saying, keep shining. That's my little mantra. But it's the most successful thing I've ever done is this Santa business, and because it allows me, my spirit to come through and shine onto others. And if I can be an influence on someone, wonderful, but it helps me become the best that I can be, because I can allow that perfection that God has created for us to come through in us, through us.
Wow. Who I am and why I am. That really hit home with me. Thank you very much, Anthony. Wow, that is powerful. That is powerful. Okay, Monica.
Hi there. So my biggest, I have to agree with marketing is everything. So with Afshin here, marketing is everything. So you start because you have something to offer, you have an expertise you want to share with the world, you want to heal, or you have a service that you want to sell, you want to put out there, you want to help people. But if you don't know how to sell, you don't have the right marketing skills, it's getting tough, and you end up losing what you started, your vision, and you start working and becoming a great seller, and that's what you should do. Learn how to market, learn how to brand yourself, learn how to sell, learn all of that. So you lose yourself in the process. Also, nobody can see your vision as much as you can see yours. So you can't expect people to do the work that you have to do. So that was really a breakthrough. And as an expertise in coaching, transformational life coach, I learned one thing. While I was searching really hard the first 2 years to find my niche, I learned one thing. The niche will find you eventually, because you start with one thing. And what I can advise anyone, believe in yourself, don't stop. I didn't. I wanted to stop a couple of times and I couldn't, because I have so much to give and I want to give. So I'm not going to stop unless I stop breathing. But also what I learned, dream big, but go small. What I mean, your niche should be small, your territory, your field, your your location, go small. Dream big, but go small. So your niche should be as small as possible. as maybe not as small as possible. Maybe I'm not expressing right. Maybe I say as specific as possible in order to succeed in a business. So be as specific as possible and get one niche. I mean, I'm talking in terms and perspective of my business. Get one niche and be specific. And if it's not the very right niche for you, the niche will find you. Just keep going. That's what I do for years. I wanted to quit. I can't quit. I mean, this is who I am. I strengthen my identity. I take my role serious, and that's my biggest breakthrough. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. That was absolutely awesome advice. Okay, be as specific as you can as to the people you want to serve, because that will help you achieve the biggest dreams you've got.
But it takes time. I mean, so.
Sure, it takes time, but that's great advice. Well done. Well done indeed. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yvonne.
Okay, first of all, I'll start out by saying Markus and I are on opposite ends of this. Markus likes the superlatives. I get crazy in my head. I get confused. Which is the biggest? Which is the greatest? Because there are usually so many. So I just decide to pick a couple of them. Or
By the way, I totally agree with you, Yvonne. You misunderstood me. I hate superlatives.
Oh, you hate? Okay, I thought you loved them. I'm glad I said that. So for me, one of my biggest breakthroughs was coming online. Coming online was recognizing that I need accountability and accountability partner. Whether that partner was a coach, a mentor, I started out with a mentor. And actually, I had her in my life for almost 3 years. And she was the best thing that I did for my business, because I look back now and I cringe when I see how much money in my first 2 years of coming online I wasted, because I was not only was I attracted by the shiny object syndrome, but also I didn't know what I didn't know. So I thought this would help. I would see these beautiful, not knowing that these people have copywriters, they pay thousands of dollars to tell you the message that you want to hear. And so, oh, this was it. Then it didn't happen. Then that was it. And I just kept spending like a crazy woman. Anyway, so having an accountability partner for me was very important, because I came from a corporate world where I was like kind of on my own, doing a lot of things on my own for years. Basically, I knew I had a role to play and I knew what that role involved, and I just did it. So coming online, it was like I described that like coming into high school where everybody knows everybody else, and you're coming in at the 11th grade. So you know nobody, and you don't even know where to find the restroom, and you're the odd person out. This is how I felt. So as Carol said, it's a totally different world, and it takes time to adjust to it. And John always speaks about the value of having a coach. So as soon as you can find a coach, a good coach, or the coach that's right for you. They may be good for somebody else, but not necessarily right for you. A little bit of what Penny said about personality conflict, that was my challenge, but for coach, it doesn't matter. We don't have to go in there. But finding the person who's right for you. And sometimes it doesn't have to be a paid person, but someone who is a little step ahead of you and is not willing to buy into your nonsense, so that they can hold you accountable and hold you to the fire. So for me, that's identifying that and finding that person was one of the most important breakthroughs, and I'm focusing on my online business.
Thank you, Yvonne. Accountability is a huge factor. Accountability and the truth. I think that is two very important factors.
What about sugarcoating?
We don't want that. We
don't want that. We don't.
Oh, people do want sugarcoating. Trust me, my experience.
And okay, Yogesh, what about you, my man? The biggest breakthrough. That's okay.
This was a really difficult question, because if you're going to ask me about biggest financial breakthrough, that is yet to come. But for me, I resonate with everything everybody said today. It's about marketing. It's about having an accountability partner. It's about getting a coach. And the biggest one for me was what Santa said, was self-realization. Who am I? And I finally figured it out after 44 years. Last week, I had a conversation with someone who I've been trying to get in a conversation for 10 years. And I thought he was an astrologer, but turns out our conversation headed another direction, because I told him, I don't know why I'm always procrastinating. I don't feel like working. Every time I keep changing businesses, nothing is working. And then he said to me, he asked me a couple of questions. He's like, when you get angry, do you throw stuff? Does your wife say you say the meanest words? And everything he asked me was so spot on. He's like, can you listen to one song for hours and hours? I said, yes. He said, do you feel you work late night? You're very focused. And he finally said to me, my friend, I believe you, highly likely you have ADHD. And it was, it just blew my mind away right there and then. And I was like, I didn't even consider that. And all this time I was thinking something was wrong with me, that I don't know how to do business, or my mind is not in place. And I was supposed to get a diagnosis yesterday, but unfortunately it was my son's graduation, so I couldn't go. But that has been the biggest thing for me. And then I just have been on this binge watching TEDx videos and learning about it. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so relatable to why I lose interest, or why I can't push my body to do anything the whole day except speaking. And I think that is the biggest breakthrough for me. And right after that, I quickly signed up for a training which started yesterday to become a highly paid speaker, because that just gave me so much clarity on what I really wanted. And I said, enough is enough. Let's just do what I'm born to do. And I want to be a highly paid speaker. And I just went for it. So yeah, that was my biggest breakthrough.
Yogesh, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your honesty. That took a lot of guts to share what you just did publicly then. And I think everybody here will appreciate exactly where you're coming from. And I think success is around the corner for you, because you've jumped the biggest hurdle of all, I think. So well done, mate. Well done indeed. And I'm glad that this little community gives you a feeling of security and safety enough to share that, because I think that's what it's all about here. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, Patrick Kern.
One of the biggest breakthroughs for me in business is getting to know everybody here in the great group, and reaching out to what I love to do more. Is when I got off the tugs, and I didn't have a clue what the heck I was going to do. But I found this internet marketing business, and I love it because it gives me the freedom for what I really love to do. And I can take my computer with me or get on my cell phone, as long as I got the internet. And just reaching out and touching people, making sure, they're happy, smiling. As long as you're smiling, it's a profile. It's a beautiful thing. And thank you very much, Peter, and everybody here. And on my travels, like I know I'm going through St. Augustine, I'll stop by and have a cup of coffee with you. And I am coming through Yvonne's neck of the woods. And ever who's in the path, I'll come and say hi and have a little mastermind. That's what I think about that business. Just reaching out to somebody and just communicating and just keeping them positive. When somebody has a negative look on their face, they turn that smile upside down. You want to bring it back upside, the right side.
Thank you, Patrick. Thank you. What a wonderful way to finish this session. Put a smile on their face. Put a smile on their face. I think that is fantastic, Patrick. So to all of you, I just want to say thank you for your contributions. And the way you contributed today was very special to me. I wish you all every success in life, and I am proud to be associated with all of you. So thank you very much for your contribution. I'll see
Thank you,
next week.
Peter.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you,
Have a good
everyone.
day.
Great week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Peter, thank you so much.